This video demonstrates installation and use of do-it-yourself mesh composter using stainless steel mesh. Mesh composters are simple, easy and efficient to compost garden cuttings, dry leaves and kitchen waste. This composter can be used for an individual home or a community or an agricultural farm. To make this, buy half-inch square stainless steel mesh from any hardware shop, cut into 4 feet into 10 feet pieces. The hardware shop can cut this for you. Step 1. Level the ground. Make it firm so that you can set up a platform. This has to be kept on the soil directly in the garden to integrate composting and gardening. If there are 4 trees 20 feet apart in a square, install the mesh composter in the middle so that it is equidistance from all 4 trees. Step 2. Arrange 6-inch thick cement blocks to create a platform. Do not cement it, just arrange them without any gaps. This will avoid rats entering from the bottom. This is not a permanent structure and can be moved anytime you want. Make sure that the platform is completely flat. No ups and downs should be there as the mesh ring has to be placed without any gaps. Step 3 is to cut the stainless steel mesh into 4 feet by 10 feet pieces using a mesh cutter. The hardware store can do this for you as well. Step 4. Use binding wire to make a cylindrical structure. Tie it from the outside. Make sure there's an overlap of 6 to 8 inches of mesh while making this composter. If the binding wires are tied from the outside, it makes it easy for us to untie it later to harvest the compost. Step 5. Place the cylindrical structure on the cement blocks platform and ensure that there is no gap between the platform and the mesh cylinder. Step 6. Gather all dry leaves in one heap. You can either jump or run on it to crush it. Alternatively, a leaf shredder can also be used to shred the dry leaves and twigs. Smaller the size of the crushed dry leaves, faster the composting cycle. Layer it and level it using a stick. Spread the garden cuttings or flowers or market waste or semi-composted material. Now prepare the cow dung slurry by mixing cow dung in a bucket of water. You can also use EM solution or waste decomposer liquid or store-bought microbial powder. Step 7. Add chopped kitchen waste or fruit waste or vegetable peels. This will create heat in the compost pile and ensure faster decomposition. Step 8. Sprinkle cow dung slurry on the pile of crushed dry leaves and kitchen waste. Step 9. Cover it with the old batch of compost or animal manure. Step 10 is to finally cover it again with crushed dry leaves. Repeat the process from step 7 to step 10 until the bin is full. Once the bin is full, keep watering it twice a week and cover it with jute sacks to keep it moist. Follow sandwich layering process. 3 to 4 months after the bin is full. To harvest the compost, the mesh can be lifted up after shaking it a few times. Or you could also untie the binding wire and remove the mesh to harvest the compost easily. Finally, the compost, the beautiful black gold, is ready. This may not be a fine powder. You can always remove the bigger chunks of twigs, bones, and toss it again for further composting. Use the remaining compost to feed the plants and trees around and grow safe organic food. Or you could allow the rainwater to pass through the compost pile and feed nutrition to the soil and to the tree around. Do it yourself SS mesh composters are great as primary kitchen waste composters along with dry leaves and garden cuttings. Also, these mesh composters are great as maturing or curing bins and also to store compost.